嘿，大家好，我叫石老师。今天我们要学12个很有用的字。我们第一个字王，王。This character means death, or to flee, or to perish. It's pronounced exactly like king. Wang. Now, if we add 草字头, grass radical, to this character, we get mang. Mang. Mang means mango. That's its only meaning. Mang. Wang. Wang. So pronounced very similarly to our base character, but with a falling tone. This character means to forget or to leave behind. Wang. Mang. Mang. Busy or preoccupied. Pronounced the exact same as mango. So the idea is, when your heart is left beside you, you can focus on the task at hand. Mang. Lastly, Wang. Wang. Wang means to look for or to hope for. It is essentially the character we use when we're talking about our wishes or desires. And it's pronounced the exact same as to forget. Wang. Now, our next four characters are all based on the character Dui, which is this piece that you see on the right with the ren and the four e's. This character means a short-tailed bird. Don't worry with it too much because you'll never use it by itself. It'll always be in the context of other characters. First of which being shay, shay, kind of like the name Shane. This character means who or whom. It's dui with a yan, 字旁. Nan, nan, pronounced exactly like man. Nan means difficult or hard or troublesome. Nan. Tui, tui with a 手字旁. This character means to push or to shove. This action. Tui. And our last character in this set, Juin. 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 This character with the ice radical we see in jue, meaning to determine, means definite or precise or accurate. Juin. Now we have three more characters we need to learn. The first of which being xi. Xi. Pronounced exactly like west, xi means to cherish or to hope for. Xi. Ji. Ji. Similar to ji, as in how many, this character means to write down or to remember. Those are similar concepts. Ji. And lastly, we have to die. Si. Si, meaning to die. It sounds similar to the number 4, but with a dipping tone. This is your go-to verb for anything death-related. Si. That's all for our characters. Our first word for today, 芒果. Mangguo. The mango fruit is literally mango. 芒果. 记得. 记得. 记, to remember, de, to obtain. We'll talk more about that later because we know several uses of de or day now. But 记得 literally means to actively remember. It is the go-to verb for remembering something. Now we separate this from the concept 记住. 记住, which is to remember and to reside at. 住 has another meaning as to hold. It is a common complement for things that stay or hold. So 记住 is to hold something in memory or to commit to memory. 记住，忘记，忘记. To forget, to remember. This is the go-to verb for forgetting something. 忘记，希望，希望. This verb means to aspire for something, to desire, or hope for something. And it is, again, our go-to verb for those. 希望，谁的，谁的. Now, this causes confusion for students sometimes, but 谁的 simply means whose. We think of 谁as a subject or person, but it's just a person that we don't know exactly who it is. So 谁的 is whose. 谁的. Now, the next several words you'll notice are nan mixed with some kind of verb. Up until this point, when we have wanted to say that something is hard to do, hard to eat, hard to look at, we have used 不好 and use 好 as the positive form of that concept. Nan, meaning difficult, serves the exact same purpose and is a much better means of expression. So, 难吃, difficult to eat or bad tasting. 难看, difficult to look at or ugly, or in the case of a book or movie, bad, just bad to watch, bad. 难学, difficult to study. Some people say 中文很难学. I disagree. And last, 难过, difficult to experience. This is the go-to phrase for a difficult or sad or troublesome time. All sorts of things can be 难过, and we'll talk about this more in our sentences. Next, 推开, 推开. While it sounds like push open, it can be used to push open a door, for instance, but this often means to push away, as in to push someone away from you. 推开. And last, 准时, 准时. So accurate or precise with time is punctual. That is all for our words. For today's grammar and sentences, we will first talk about 记 and 忘, and how these concepts are different in Mandarin from English. Next, we will give you some sentences using the words you've just learned and how to apply them. So, 记, to remember, 忘, to forget. In English, these are pretty straightforward concepts, but in Chinese, we have to use various complements, such as the or 注, to change and make our meanings more precise. The best way to learn this is through some example sentences. So our first one, 你要记住你是从哪里来的。你要记住你是从哪里来的。You must remember where you came from, or from where you come. Now, in English, our word for remember can be applied to all sorts of different things. It can be applied to actively recalling something. It can be applied to committing something to memory. Now, in Mandarin, these are separate concepts. So 记住 is to commit to memory. The speaker here is telling the listener, do not forget, you must remember from this point on, you must remember where you came from. He is telling the listener to commit this piece of information to memory by using 记住. Now, the next example will make this separation more clear. 你怎么记得所有你学过的字？你怎么记得所有你学过的字？ How is it that you can remember every character you've ever learned? Or how do you remember every character you've learned? 记得, in this case, 记 to remember and the to obtain, you are saying, how have you dredged up, or how are you actively able to bring up all of these things to memory or to recall these to memory? 记得 is the active verb of remembering. So, not the action of committing something to memory, but actually to call something up or recall something. Now, again, 记住, to commit to memory or to cause to stay in your memory, and 记得, to bring up or to remember actively. Now, our last example deals with forget, and it's pretty straightforward, thankfully. So, 我忘记了芒果难不难吃？我忘记了那芒果难不难吃？ I have forgotten if mangoes are disgusting or not. I've forgotten are mangoes tasty. 忘记 is very simple. 忘 to forget and 记 to remember. We're saying I've forgotten the memory of, or I've forgotten to remember something. And it functions just like the English forget. Now, our next several sentences are to help you understand how we can use some of the words that we've learned in this class. So we'll just pop right into that. Our first one, 女朋友把我推开，说要分手。女朋友把我推开，说要分手。My girlfriend pushed me away, 她把我 push away, and said she wanted to break up. 分手 to split hands or break up. Our next example. 我希望我们以后能再见一次面。我希望我们以后能再见一次面。I hope or I wish that in the future we can see each other one more time. 见面 to see each other. 一次 one more time. Now remember, in Mandarin, we will put the 一次, just like with duration of time, right after the verb. 希望 means to hope for or to wish for, and it again functions just like those concepts do in English. Nice and convenient. Now our next example. 我的狗狗昨天死了，我很难过。我的狗狗昨天死了，我很难过。Yesterday, my dog died. Gogo, just a cute name for a dog, died. I'm so upset. 难过 means to be upset or to be bothered or to be sad. You're saying that whatever the aforementioned experience is hard for you to endure. So, my dog died last night or yesterday, and I'm having a very hard time with it. 我很难过. Our next example. 大家要准时来上课。大家要准时来上课. So 大家 must or should on time or punctually come to class. In English, everyone should come to class on time. 准时 is how we will express punctual or on time. This can be used as an adjective to describe someone. It can also be used as an adverb in the case of 准时来上课. 大家, that's all we have for you for sentences and grammar. I hope this has helped you understand how we can talk about memory and forgetting or remembering in Chinese. Take special note of those differences between the words we used because they're not universally applied like they are in English. I also hope you got some use out of the sentences and vocabulary that we used today. For now, that's all. I'll see you all in class. 大家, as always, 加油!